What's a mild inconvenience that drives you crazy? When you have a stuffed nose and trying to sleep and need to consciously breath. OP said mild inconveniences. When you can't plug something into a power strip because the plugs are too big and the outlets are too close together. My car has 3 windshield wiper speeds. Super fast. Super duper fast. And turbo. I hate using them when it's a bit more than a sprinkling of rain because then the wipers just wipe at nothing. I love automatic wipers that do this. Oh. There's a sprinkle of rain. Asterisk. Wipers. Dot. Me. More rain. Up. It's getting hard to see. Asterisk. Wipers. Dot. Me. Am I seriously gonna have to turn these on manually? What if? Wipers. Feast upon my whirling blades of death. Evil aqueous waste. Me. Uck. Asterisk. Wipers. Yawns are. T was a hard won battle. Me. Dude, it's still raining. Wipers. Oh yes. Victory. Me. Hey. Hey wipers. Hey. Asterisk. Wipers. Dropping your keys trying to open the door. It always happens at the worst possible times. Like when you got a real bad. Your hands are full with bags. When I grab a hanger in my closet and 46 other hangers come with it no matter how organized it was. Clicking on a button. Except that the button jumps just as you're clicking and you get the wrong button. This happens often when an app opens a new window and it takes time to fill up all the contents. Edit. The one I see every day at work is my web conferencing app. I want to share a spreadsheet with the other people in the meeting. But then it jumps and I shared it instead. Adds 1 of 7. I wear nitrile gloves at work and putting them on is a pain when my hands are sweaty or damp at all. I can't get my fingers inside and the nitrile clings and twists and it feels awful. When someone opens my door. Comes into my room for a few seconds and then leave the damn door open. Sure, I could get up and close it. But I did that last time you came in. And the time before. Place scanned item in bagging area. Places scanned item in bagging area. Asterisk. Remove unscanned item from bagging area. My earbuds being caught by their cord behind something and then getting yanked out of my ears. Infuriating. Walking through the city late at night after work. When I'm crossing a side street near the train station. Taxis will inevitably see me coming and pull up right in front of me, so I have to walk around the back of them. Every single night. I tried a different route but it's longer. I tried waving them off. But they just come quicker. I tried running so I can get there before they block my path but they just accelerate. I think the only solution is to run up and do a hood slide. Get in one door and out the other. Thinking to myself, oh. I need to Google that later. But then. Later when I have time to Google. I can't think of that super interesting thing I was going to Google. When 2 people in a shop stop. Trolleys side by side and block the entire aisle just to have a conversation. Flies landing and walking on my skin. One of the most annoying things emo. When someone goes to shower bathroom right as you were about to. Getting all comfortable in bed. Well positioned and everything. Then realizing you forgot something in the living room kitchen and having to get up and get it. Edit. Spelling. Edit 2. Thanks for the slivers. When my Bluetooth doesn't connect in the car. It makes me want to stab my phone even though it's not a big deal at all and has zero effect on my life. Stoplights feel timed so that if you go in one direction for a few miles and you have to stop at a red light. Chances are you will have to stop at all the red lights in that direction. The road to the interstate from my house is peppered with endless stoplights. I often have to drive to work at 3 or 4 AM when no one is in the road. Breaking a nail. Which is horrible on its own already. And not having a nail file with me to fix the jagged edges so it keeps getting caught on things. Enter password. Your password is incorrect. Request password reset. Enter what you want it to be. You cannot use your current password as your new password. Try to use that password. Your password is incorrect. Computer flies out window. Biting my lip, then having to avoid the sore for the next week while I eat. Even worse, biting an already bitten lip. Oblivious drivers. Not ones texting. They know they're being an ass. I'm talking about those people who honestly have no clue how to drive properly, yet totally think they're good at it. Leaves me fuming. Especially when they're putting other people's lives in danger. When people stare at you while eating. Having to untie my shoes to put them on. I always try to just slip my foot in, but then I crush that part at the back and up the shoe. I'm most comfortable in sneakers, but the slip-on ones don't look as nice. Drivers who don't indicate when changing lanes. It doesn't even take a second. That small pimple below your nose but above your lips. Washing your face in the bathroom sink and the water trickling down your arms towards your elbows. Those mobile game ads on YouTube. They're also insufferable quality. ATM fees. I will walk to another one. Even if it's ages away, just to avoid paying a fee, even if I'm wildly inconvenienced in the process. Yes, I know it's petty. At work. The bathroom stalls can be locked, obviously, and you'll have a small red sign to indicate that it's occupied. Nonetheless, there are always people trying to open the door just to make sure that it's really unoccupied. It drives me nuts. Can't you let me in peace? Edit. That blew up. Thanks for the silver. 2 things. I didn't know there were so many colorblind people. You're forgiven. Everyone else that try to justify they're trying to barge in because they want you to hurry. You're not forgiven. Go in the wood and let me finish in peace. Yeah. I sometimes play Candy Crush while So? Intros on YouTube videos. Like, get the point. I don't need you to read the product label or tell me what you were thinking in Target when you purchased it. The AC makes me freeze despite it being hot as the devil's nutsack outside. Slow walkers on sidewalks, just move out of the way. Amendment. When my laptop runs out of battery just as I plug the charger in. People in the passing lane who match speeds with a car next to them. Rather than IDK. I'm past them. As intended. Edit. Tie for gold and silver. People in the slow lane that speed up when someone is attempting to pass them. For some reason, when browsing Reddit on the mobile app after 20 or so videos, it will stop loading GIFs and videos entirely and you have to restart the app. It also preloads 100 plus posts while on mobile data, and video quality is randomly so deteriorated that it feels like looking at a NES cutscene. Not to forget to mention that it doesn't save sorting preferences at all. The app is all around a very tight and inconvenient experience. Why are Hot Pockets not already in the cardboard crisping sleeve? I'm not Gordon Ramsay over here. Unskippable mid-vid ads in YouTube and in other YouTube-like sites. Apparently I am the exact height to have my pockets get caught on my drawers in the kitchen. I swear my basketball shorts will reach for the drawer handles and grab them. Makes me see red. Edit. Wow, this blew up. I won't feel quite as angry now that I know all of Reddit has this issue. Craving a specific type of food. Arranging to get that specific food. Something going wrong along the way and not having access to it. Edit. Chick-fil-A has been commented 10 plus times. Much trend. Google putting 2 ads on YouTube now. Then these think they're slick by making them exactly 5 seconds long so you can't skip them. Sometimes my Xbox controller will desync and I have to get up, walk 4 feet, and manually push the buttons to reset it. After a hard day's work, you might as well be asking me to drag a cinder block 3 miles uphill. After swearing, I'll sit there and consider how bad I actually want to play Xbox today. Same thing with the TV remote. Seems the more tired I am, the more apt it is to be across the room for some reason. Slow drivers on left lane. Having to scroll 5 pages to get to the recipe. Yeah, okay, I get it. You lost your virginity on a warm spring day and then ate this salad. Toilet seats moving around when you sit on them. You know that moment when you're trying to sleep and then there's that song comes playing in your head. On loop? I'm earworms. Waking up in the middle of night to take a. When people driving on the highway see a cop sitting off the side of the road ahead, watching for speeders. And slow down to like 15 under the speed limit. Like you know that's also impeding the flow of traffic. Realizing your phone charger wasn't plugged in properly before going to bed. Now I have to take a full hour sitting around in the morning waiting for it to charge. People not clearing the time left on a microwave. When I get in an elevator and I'm riding to a high floor. And just before the doors close a bunch of people get in and they all stop on a different floor. Turning what would have been a smooth ride to the top into a start-stop. When the filter in my coffee pot folds and during brewing. Ugh. Balsac stuck to legs. A hot day. Sweaty as sheets sliding between each other making you wonder if that last fart was a follow through. Addition the dishwasher not being clean because another was up against it due to some wit not loading it properly. People who use their phone's flashlight as a notification LED. Damn, I hate them. Hosting a meeting at work. But you've drunk too much water? That feeling of needing to get to the toilet but you have the rest of the presentation to go through. That sucks. So yeah. Needing to whilst giving a presentation. USB sticks cords. I objectively know that it can't be true. But it seems they never face the right way in the first attempt to use them. People eating loudly. Falling asleep with my glasses on and not having them on when I wake up. I have to move like a crazy slow ninja until I find them lest I break them. Usually they are tangled up in the bed sheets but once I found them in the bathroom. Talk to text no longer understanding me. Me. Text Rick. Siri. Okay. What do you want to say? Me. Rick. Please ensure that Sheila arrives 15 minutes early for her training tomorrow. Thanks dude. Siri. Dick. Bumblebee tuna sugar fat Shira derives of 14 minutes burly forward draining good morrow. Spanx rude. Edit. People that think that having kids gives them special privileges to be the loudest and most annoying people in a given public space. Also people that act like their kids aren't their fault. Tight toilet paper rolls that rips off before I want to rip it off. Auto playing trailers on Netflix. When I hold a door open for a stranger and they don't say thank you. It makes me want to grab them by the hair and drag them back out the door while saying you are welcome. Not using a blinker. Realizing you got a missed call 10 seconds ago. Calling that person and they don't pick up. Retired people at the grocery store on the weekends. You have all week to shop. Get out my way. Go early Sunday. The old folks are in church praying because the end is near. If the aisle in the store is wide enough for 2 carts pick alongside and stay there. Not being able to find my remote in my bed. Loud black girls. People who drive 5 under the posted speed limit. Hangnails. Sometimes they aren't an inconvenience at all. But, damn. They make me so mad. When my shift key sticks. And I wind up capitalizing the second letter of every sentence. 2! Exclamation point. People smacking their lips when they are eating. When her mum calls you and you reply what a few times but she doesn't answer so you actually have to go downstairs to see what's up. Then she says oh never mind. Having to take separate cars somewhere. It's just too complicated. If I wave at someone and they don't wave back not a big deal but for some reason I want to sidekick them in the neck. Slow internet. Loud pipes on motorcycles. People not riding on the correct bike lane. You wouldn't do that on the autobahn either. So why do you think you can do it here, you muppet? I just wish the office of order would just ticket the hell out of these people. That drop of pee that, no matter how much shake and dip, will end up in your underwear. People who talk on their phone with the speaker turned on while holding it in front of their face. No one cares to hear your conversation, Karen. Wetting my sleeves when I'm washing my face. Waiting a whole 5 seconds to skip an ad. Road construction throughout the entire summer. If you live in Minnesota, you share my pain. A change of a few degrees to your internal temp can really you up. People with umbrellas walking under the balconies when it rains. Like, I'm not wearing one. Let me walk under balconies. Or are you afraid your umbrella will get wet, you imperious cretin? When the power strip can't fit all of your devices at once, and you have to charge your phone a foot away from everything else. When I approach a street crossing and the car that is coming towards where I want to cross slows down, presumably to let me cross. Just stick to the goddamn traffic rules and drive. Don't make me guess and don't make subtle hints behind your darkened glass that I can't see. I won't step on the road unless there are no cars nearby. I even turn away very nautically. I assume you're an insecure moron who maybe starts driving after all as soon as I step on the road. Just stick to the rules. The best thing that I have ever heard said about this topic is this: don't be nice. I stack shelves at my local supermarket, and the most infuriating thing is when someone picks up something from one spot and either puts it in a new spot altogether or just right next to where they got it. It takes like 0.1 second for me to fix, but when I have to do it 400, 000, 000, 000 times a shift, it gets real old real quick. Running out of clean silverware. When you sleep in the living room and people forget to shut the lights off in the kitchen. When you are taking on the water splashes your anus. When people slow almost to a complete stop before turning off a busy street. I mean like a crawl. I completely understand not wanting to take a turn too quickly. But some people really take that to an extreme. There are others behind you. Please at least go 5 miles per hour. People laughing when I'm grumpy. Gets me livid. People standing right up against the luggage conveyor at the airport. I have to fight through 10 people who are just standing there so I can grab my 50 pounds bag and try not to hit anyone. Just step back and wait for your bag. People who don't stop talking. Just STFU. Your password needs to include upper and lowercase letters, multiple numerals, at least 3 special characters, and a prayer to the Dark Lord. Bitch. It's my account. How about I decide how strong I want my password to be? This morbidly obese lady sitting next to me right now in the mechanic's waiting room, watching videos at full volume of public freakouts and talking to her phone, saying like karma is gonna get you, in between breathing heavily and repeatedly clearing her throat. Please send help. Getting stuck behind complex orders at a coffee shop. I just want a small black coffee, but I've got to wait 5 minutes while yoga mom details milk to foam ratios and numbers of pumps of chocolate syrup. Just buy a damn candy bar and let me feed my addiction. Guy in my office clears his throat every 3 minutes. Edit. I have never said anything to him about it, and have figured it was probably some kind of condition. Headphones are usually in now, so I barely notice it anymore. But there's days where it does ruin my concentration. People who can't figure out how to unqueue when entering a train. People who can't let others get off the train before trying to enter. People who can't queue up when scanning their card to exit the station and as such try scanning it while there's already a line of people waiting to scan theirs. People who stands in doorways. It's a busy station, and even though the doorway was designed to fit 2 people at the same time, it doesn't mean it's okay for you to block half of it. Dip. It's one of the main entryways into the main platform. FFS. There's plenty of room on either side of the door. You crustless McNugget. People who blast their music or watch videos without headphones on. It's a train. Turn that off. Every single day. All of these things happen on my commute. Kill me. Clickbait. Edit. Whoever gave me gold just made my day. I got some bad news right before I saw it. Thanks Friendo. I'm about to finish my study in France. And every single time I spoke French they responded in English. I've come to the conclusion that they do it so I won't have to stress with communication. But I'm in France. Learning French. And engaging with French people. They want to use their English just as much as you want to use your French. When my shoes come untied as I'm walking in a puddle and they get soaked. When my coffee is just slightly less hot than I prefer. The first guy in the right lane at a red light. Not turning right. I'm normally a pretty chill guy so all of mine apply to driving. 1. People that turn in front of me and then go under the speed limit. If you're cutting off my path, you'd better hit it. 2. People that drive in the fast lane going barely over the speed limit. 3. People that park off center in parking spots. Which then forces me to do the same so they don't ding my truck. 4. People that can't parallel park and leave a 2-foot gap between their car and the curb. 5. People who never utilize their turn signal. IT's right by your left hand. Use IT. Learn to drive folks. It isn't hard. Edit. Thanks for platinum. Talking while yawning. No. I don't speak Wookiee. You'll have to repeat that. People who put their carts away especially when the cart return is 2 feet away you bastard. Maybe not mild. Depending on context. But flaky people do not jive with me. People who don't show up on time. Aren't there when you need them. Don't take things seriously. And change plans at the last minute. And then this type of person has the audacity to act like the inconvenienced party is just being uptight. No. We had a schedule. And you're changing everyone else's day based on your whims. You can go yourself. You free-spirited asshole. People with no spatial awareness. Like in supermarkets. They just stand in the middle of the aisle looking at something on the shelf without being aware there are people trying to get past them. Just be aware of your surroundings for sake. iPhone insists on correcting words I don't want changed. Also the one time I misspell an email address, Gmail is suddenly like my ex-wife. It never forgets the misspelling and always brings it up. Poops that require more than 5 wipes really suck. The 80 credit card offers I get in the mail a month. You go to pick something up. And miss. Or you go to pick something up and drop it again. My ex and my friends. You need new friends. Mate. People breathing loudly in a silent environment. When people are late. Empty sauce bottles kept in the refrigerator. Kids who are not behaving and parents who are not disciplining their kids. Currently watching a video about a man petting an elephant seal and it has the audacity to buffer at the time when the guy actually scratches the baby seal. More than 50% of people don't answer their phone calls or call back. Sorry. I prefer to interact with humans as little as possible. ATM. Self-checkout. Order online. Great conveniences for introverts. I won't answer if it's a number I don't know. If it's important, they'll leave a voicemail and I'll call back. Usually it's telemarketers or scammers and I block the number. I get so many scam calls.